Good morning from Belgium. As you can see, there are a bunch of Triumphs behind me. I am here at the circuit of Zolder to do an off-road course with Triumph. They have a couple street scramblers and a couple Tiger 800s and 1200 lined up. I have basically no experience off-roading, so let's hope that this doesn't end up in a hospital bed. Either way, it promises to be a very good day. Sun's out. I've never done anything like this before, so yeah, excited about it. It's gonna be fun. Alright, so we just wrapped up lunch after 2 hours of riding this morning. Really fun time. Not quite what I had expected. I was expecting and kind of hoping there would be a little bit more speed involved, some jumps, maybe some skids. Nowhere near the time to be doing most of those things. So what we've been doing this morning is practicing the balance between throttle, brake and clutch control. The idea is they want you to control your speed with the brake as much as possible. So there's a lot of emphasis on combining the clutch and the throttle to keep the revs at the right level, using the brake to go around corners slowly, and doing everything as slow, as controlled and as stable as possible. It's been very interesting. It's kind of like being back at driving lesson, except that rather than being on asphalt, instead everything is loose. So everything's just a little more complicated. The bike has been absolutely fantastic. It is unbelievably stable, even at low revs. Yeah, hasn't missed a beat. Stalled it once. Full disclosure, I did also fall off once. I was going very slowly, didn't hurt myself. Of course, I didn't have the camera rolling for that, but it will have looked pretty much exactly like this. Happy? Otherwise, yeah, really good morning. I'm not quite sure what they have in store for us later, but it's been awesome so far. So very much looking forward to what's going to be next. Really still hoping to do some jumps and some more speed, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. Highly recommend this. The bikes are awesome. I'm going to see if I can get a different kind of bike later. I've been riding a Tiger Explorer 800 this morning. Going to see if I can get a street scrambler or maybe even try my luck on a 1200, see what the difference is. Bikes are absolutely fantastic. Can't really do a full review of them because we're just doing sort of off-road stuff at maximum 10 kilometers an hour. But yeah, this has been much more fun than you'd think at 10 kilometers an hour. Anyway, report back in a moment. Break in between the riding. I grabbed a 1200 after lunch. Seemed not much different at first, but once you get going, once you start moving it around, it really is a completely different beast. It's a lot heavier. They've given us a lot more complicated exercise and bits of track to do. It is getting very challenging. In all honesty, I'm going to pussy out from the 1200. I'm going to grab the lighter, easier to maneuver 800. Let's see how it goes. It's still a lot of fun, but I'm working a lot harder, and it is very challenging. But it's also a lot of fun. So yeah, let's see how the 800 does on the tricky stuff. day off-roading with Triumph, how has it been? First of all, I am absolutely knackered. It is a lot of fun, but it is also very, very tiring. The big bikes, especially the 1200, I got punished for trying to switch back to the 800 when I took a quick break because I drove off on that and then realized the tank was empty. So I had to go back to working my ass off on the 1200, which at first was quite heavy, was a little bit intimidating. But as the day got on, I got used to it. It's a very different throttle control than the 800. I don't want to say it bites, but everything is just a bit heavier, which is kind of obvious. But got used to it. We did some really cool stuff with Triumph. We did a lot of throttle, clutch and braking control. We did some hill starts. We did a lot of bends. We did some sort of slanted turns as well. We did do a couple of little drifts. All in all, I learned a lot today. It's hard to explain why this is effective, but it's imagine doing this kind of thing on asphalt after having done it on loose ground like here, and you really do notice that your on-road skills are going to improve for it. So things that you are just able to do here, maybe you struggled a little bit here, are going to be so much easier on the road. So I can genuinely say that I have become a better rider for this. With regards to the bikes, they're absolutely fantastic. The traction control systems on these things has really advanced since the first generations that we used to have. Whereas the old generations, usually you'd crack open the throttle, the wheel would sort of spin with little intervals where the traction control would just continuously kick in. Now there's a fraction of a spin and then it's completely linear. Very, very impressive, both on the 1200 and the 800. I did manage to wipe out again. I think tomorrow I'm going to be pretty sore, even though I haven't injured myself. I've used all kind of muscles that I probably wouldn't normally do. It's been a really good day. I've improved my riding skills. I've ridden some really cool Triumphs. I have gotten some off-road experience that I would never have had otherwise. Gotten some really awesome tips from the guys here, really great instructors. So big thank you to Triumph. This has been absolutely fantastic. You will definitely see me back. I think that if you've done a lot of track days and you're looking for something else, or just generally you'd like to improve your road skills, this is definitely something you should look at, even if you don't have any intention of doing any off-roading in general. You don't have to have a Triumph to do this. You can come along with your Ducati, with your Yamaha, whatever you want. Very open to everyone. I highly recommend you check them out. They're on the Triumph website. Very, very cool experience in many, many ways. So big thank you to Triumph. It's been an awesome day. And right now it is time to have a beer.